you know, you're freaking out while you're watching it. You're getting the goosebumps, and you're just like, ew.
Hello, I am Trisha Ennis here for SYFY WIRE, and I am pleased to welcome the executive producer duo, mom and daughter duo of Paula Hart and Melissa Joan Hart, who are doing Watcher in the Woods for Lifetime later this month. Thank you guys for joining us.
Thank you.
All right, so you know, you guys have talked already about how Watcher in the Woods is very important to you guys as a family, but how did that specific project become the one that you wanted to do?
Well, that's just a movie that my whole family was fascinated with as a child, as you said. And it was just one of those things that I asked Mom about when we were doing Sabrina, you know, when we were looking for projects to do on the hiatuses in the summer, our time off from Sabrina. We were always looking for new projects, and, you know, she was like, what do you want to do? And I said, oh, let's do The Watcher. And she's like, oh, good idea. And so she sought the rights, and it took 17 years, and here we are. We finally got them.
The Watcher. 17 years, and you guys ended up on Lifetime. So how did that come about?
Well, it was something that I discussed with my executive at the time. She said, are there any movies you ever want to remake? And I said, well, there is this one. She goes, not Watcher in the Woods. I mean, it was like, I didn't even mention it. And it was just one of those things that you say, like, oh, yeah, that was the one. So it was two people on the same page.
So you're updating the movie several decades later. So what are some of the biggest changes that you think you bring to this?
Yeah, like I watched a lot of Hitchcock, you know, leading up to this, because that was the only real director that I could find that kind of kept true to that sort of, you know, he scared you, but it wasn't necessarily, I mean, unless it's like The Birds, which was like poking people's eyeballs out. But like, you know, there's like one or two scenes in The Birds where you're like, ooh, I can't get rid of that image. But he was, you know, he was the master of it. So I studied him for a bit, and The Orphanage was one that really struck me. The others, you know, so while I was finding some of these movies, some that I had seen, some that I'd never seen, that were, you know, just to try to figure out, like, what can we do that's not, you know, that's not horrifying, but scary.
It's not gruesome. This is not a gruesome movie. This is something
which is what we had to do to stay true to the original too. You know, something that we enjoyed as a family. We want to make sure that families can enjoy it going forward as well. That it's everyone's first sleepover movie. You know.
I can't let you go without bringing up the fact that the CW is reimagining Sabrina the Teenage Witch as a little bit of a darker elements. Are you guys excited for that? Interested to see what's coming on?
I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I mean, we're not a part of it at all, so we have no say. We don't have no knowledge of it. We don't, you know.
We don't have any
We'll be like everyone else. We'll be like you, watching it to see, you know, what do we think? Yeah.